Hi, boys and girls, and welcome to Storytime with me, Nancy Golden. Today's story is entitled Fat Burger and Me. Oh, this is a wonderful story. I can't wait to tell you all about it and read it. I hear the chimes, and you know what that means. It's time for our In Right Outright song. Are you ready? Well, let's cue our music. The time. In right, outright, upright, downright, happy all the time. In right, outright, upright, downright, happy all the time. I'm in right, outright, upright, downright, happy all the time. I read a book each day and then I go and play. I'm in right, outright, upright, downright, happy all the time. I'm so happy. I am super happy today because we're reading a book. And this is a special book to me because it's written by a young lady who is 10 years old. Yes, 10 years old. And the title is Fat Burger and Me. The Day I Met Fat Burger. And her name is Saliah Stewart. She's 10 years old and it's a beautiful book, beautiful. And the illustrations are by Victor Oyenobi. And I'm telling you, I can't wait to read this story. But before I read the story, what do you think? Now, this is the main character. Her name is Rose. What do you think we have in common? I'll give you a second to think about it. What did you say? Oh, thank you. We're both beautiful. Yes, that's one thing that we have in common, but think. I'll give you some clues. Okay, look at my top, right? Look at my gift bag. Is it coming? Look at the colors in my bow. And in my bag, I have a toy. Look at the color. Yes. And I have a magic wand. Look at the color. I even have a keyboard cover. How do you like that? Look at the color. Yes. Let me give you one more clue. One more clue. I hear you shouting it out. Look at my beautiful earrings. Look at the color. So what do you think we have in common? Yes. We love all things purple. And so you'll find that out as we read the story. I can't wait. Fat Burger and Me by Saliah Stewart, who is 10 years old, and she's a native of Philadelphia, just like me. So we have a lot in common, okay? So our word of the day is reflect. Yes, reflect. Can you say that word with me? Reflect. Yes. Tell the ceiling, reflect. Tell the floor, reflect. Tell the wall, reflect. Tell the door, reflect. Yes. Now, how many sounds or syllables do you hear in the word reflect? Let's clap it out. Reflect. Yes, 2 sounds, 2 syllables. First sound, re. Second sound, flect. And put it together, reflect. Yes. Yes, you're so smart. Now, the word reflect is not going to be a difficult word for you at all, even though there are a lot of letters. Remember, I said we're going to put these sounds together so that we can build our vocabulary. Yes. So to reflect means, to think back at something. When you look at a mirror, you're looking back at yourself. You reflect. You look back at yourself, right? It means to think carefully about something. To ponder. Yeah. To go inward and think about maybe what's going on with you or how can I make things better? Just to take a moment and do some deep thinking. Reflect. Yes. So let's spell the word reflect. Excellent. And the word is reflect. Very good. Very good. And as always, our story time segments are brought to you by the makers of Ice Cold Water. And in honor of our main character today, Miss Rose, who loves everything purple, I decided to drink my water from a purple cup today. Do you have your water? Good. Well, let's take a moment to sip together. Oh, so refreshing. Let's take another sip together. Wonderful. All right. So let's read our story, Fat Burger and Me. The day I met Fat Burger. What's a fat burger? Well, let's find out. Go to your room, Rose. Rose mimicked her mother. Every time I do one little thing wrong, all anyone says is, Rose, go to your room. I wish I didn't have a room. I wish I had a purple paradise. No one would find me because everything would be purple, including me. Remember I said she loves all things purple. And there's Rose. Isn't she beautiful? Go to your room, Rose. And she says, oh, I always have to go to my room. But she wants to go to a purple paradise. She wishes. Okay? You think she'll go to a purple paradise? Well, let's see. No people would be allowed in my purple paradise. No moms, no dads, no sisters, and no brothers. Just me. Look at Rose. She says no one's allowed, not mommy, not daddy, not her sisters, nor her brothers would be allowed in her beautiful purple paradise. Isn't she pretty? And look at the beautiful background. Everything, yes, you got it, purple. I would walk around all day and do what I wanted to do. I would eat juicy purple grapes and big purple plums from a big purple tree. Ouch, a voice said. Give me that back. Ooh. Look at Rose. She's thinking about her purple paradise and the purple grapes and plums and the tree. And look at this. Is that a tree? Look at those funny looking tree limbs. And then the tree spoke and said, ouch, give me that back. Have you ever heard a tree that talks? Well, this tree is talking to Rose. He said, give me that back. And even said, ouch, the tree. Yeah. Give what back? Rose asked. My nose, that's what. Rose closed her eyes. This is not a nose, she said. It's a juicy purple grape. You're a tree. You don't have a nose. So this tree that looks like legs of a person says, give me back my nose. And Rose closes her eyes because I think when she's closing her eyes, she's saying this must be a dream. A tree is talking to me and asking for its nose when I'm eating a grape. I wouldn't dare eat a nose. When Rose opened her eyes, she was back in her room. A huge giant stood in front of her with a hole in the middle of his face, right where a nose belonged. He was missing a nose. Who are you? Where did you come from? You have to leave because I didn't invite you. You're not purple and you do not belong in my purple paradise. Rose looked around her room. Her paradise was gone. So Rose was dreaming, then she woke up from a dream and she still sees this tall thing. It looks like a person maybe, right? Look at it has legs and socks on and shorts. And she says, who are you? I didn't invite you in my room. You have to leave. Why are you in my room? You think is this a person or a tree? Let's find out. Hey, Rose said. What happened to my paradise? Well, first, the giant said, I'm certainly not a tree. But you are very tall like a tree, said Rose. And you are very skinny like a pole. And you smell like a hamburger. So this tall giant isn't a tree. And Rose says, but what are you doing here? And you're tall and you're skinny. And guess what? You smell like a hamburger. Have you ever seen a giant that smells like a hamburger? Hamburgers? The giant asked. Did you say hamburgers? I love hamburgers. I wish I could eat 1,000,000 hamburgers and get nice and fat. Then you would be a fat burger. Yep, that's what he said. A tall, skinny, fat burger. That's funny, said Rose. I was so sad that I wanted to disappear. But now that you are here, I feel much better. Oh. Aww. So he's a giant. And guess what? She called him a hamburger, said he smelled like a hamburger, but he loves burgers. And he wants to eat millions of them. And she says, if you eat 1,000,000 burgers, you'll be a fat burger. And she laughs. Thank you for helping me feel better. I forgot all about why I was so sad. You are fun and funny. Can we be friends? Only if you put my nose back on for me, he said. Sure, Fat Burger, Rose said as she handed him his nose. So she says, I'm so glad you're here. She did what? She started to reflect on how she was feeling, right? Now she feels better. And look, that purple thing was look at that, a purple nose. And she said, oh, okay. He says, put my nose back on for me, please. And she's going to put her nose back on. You're my new friend, my fat burger. You can always change how you feel by changing how you think. Oh, Rose, look at that. She has a new friend, Fat Burger. There he is standing, and she's leaning beside him. And she said, you're my new friend. And he helped her reflect. And she changed how she was feeling. Because remember, she didn't want to be bothered with anybody because she's always told to go to her room. And she wanted to be alone and not invite anyone to her dreams of purple paradise. But she feels much better now. Wow. And the end. Isn't this a delightful story? Oh, my. The day she met Fat Burger. Oh, and I'm going to tell you something. I am so impressed that Saliah Stewart, 10 years old, wrote this book. And you should reflect and think about, if she can write a book at 10, what amazing and fascinating things can you do at the age of 10? Start to reflect, right? Fat Burger and Me. Great job, Saliah. And if you want to purchase this book, I'm going to leave a link at the bottom of this video because you can purchase this book from Amazon. I made my purchase, and make sure you purchase, tell all of your friends, and let's support this young author with her first book. Okay? So, before we leave, I want you to watch a video that talks about the pronoun I. The pronoun I, right? Always capitalize the pronoun I. Take a listen. Is a pronoun like me, he, and you. Capitalize the I, the pronoun. Write it, type it, or text I. Yes, the word I is a pronoun. Very, very good. So this concludes Storytime with Nancy Golden. And remember to tell all of your family and friends to That's right. Subscribe to my channel and don't forget to buy Saliah Stewart book, Fat Burger and Me. Okay? Bye-bye, everybody.